Alrighty, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Merchak Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well. And salutation, much love to the elect out there, especially the laborers pushing out the word in truth and sincerity, presenting their life as a living sacrifice. All right, and that's Brother Ash, Great Millstone. Like another quick walk and talk. Just going to go in on Sirach 30 and verse 15. I believe it says, good health is better than gold, and a strong body above infinite riches. So it's important to, as you come into this truth, to maintain your body. All right, because remember the scripture said your body is the temple. Can't defile it. So you gotta keep up with the maintenance, so to say, and the exercise. The scripture says that bodily exercise profiteth little, but it does profit. So I know we were talking about, elders were talking about this yesterday in the chat about exercising, working out, and at the very least, man, just going out for walks. Try to get out and walk, get some sun, do some cardio, do something, because, even though we know we're going to get new bodies, of course, we're going to be changed in the twinkling of an eye, but that's not an excuse to, just indulge in, the lust of the flesh, because, the food tastes good, of course, Jake like to eat, especially if you drink, you're going to want to eat. Then they call the Lord a glutton and a winebibber. But nonetheless, hey, he was walking, he was doing exercise every day. They go into the ancient world, there was no transportation, all right? They were walking, fishing, doing manual labor. So it's important for brothers and sisters out there to be active, and use the herbs, because again, like the scriptures say, good health and your body in good estate is better than gold. You want to have, minimize the disease in your body. All right, by working out the body, sweating. You need to sweat all these impurities out. Eat better. I know you seen the testimony I had last year. So my eyes got to like 235 pounds. Ended up losing 40 something. Gained like 5 pounds back. But I took a break just to see if what I was doing was actually working, and it did work. Using certain spices and walking regularly, doing just basic workouts, calisthenics, and walking these savages every day. All right, about an hour a day. I walked them every 5 days a week, except Saturday and Sunday. But it actually works, man. And another thing is the alcohol. If you cut back on the alcohol, you'll be surprised how fast you lose weight. Get your metabolism right. Cold showers. All right, and again, certain spices help boost your metabolism. But yeah, you got to take care of your body, man, because that causes illness. You're wondering why you got knee pains and ankle pains and back pains, and you ain't never been in no accident. At least I got an excuse for that. I've been in multiple motorcycle accidents, but even then, I don't have the pain, most of that pain no more, or pretty much it's all gone. But you're carrying extra weight around, Your knees don't need to be carrying all that extra. Your feet, don't need to be carrying that extra weight. You lose 30 pounds. That's a big difference. Okay. So again, we got to take care of ourselves, man. You can't be eating Popeyes and McDonald's every day, or at all, really. We got to eat the best of the worst. Not saying that we're eating, holy food or nothing like that, but you got to, eat some good food, man. Eat some greens, some fiber, some spices, herbs, you know. Why you think, you ever seen an overweight Elamite, you know, in India? No, it's because they eat hella spices. But nonetheless, make sure you fasten as well. Even if you can't, if you do a regular fast, right, like we do on the Day of Atonement, and then you could take a couple days just to drink water. You're not gonna die. Drink water for 2 or 3 days straight. No food, no solid food, and you'll see a difference. You gotta let your body reset. You know, and like this, again, use the herbs. Don't be taking no damn Tylenol because you got a headache. Stay away from this damn drugs this devil gives you, man. Here it is. You calling the white man the devil, but you taking this prescription or over the counter or whatever. You know, there's a remedy for everything naturally through the herbs. And again, a wise man abhorreth not the herbs. So, you know, just a quick little video, you know, on health. Keep yourself healthy, man. And again, exercise is important. Get out and sweat. You know, well, you don't have time to walk, because a lot of us, you know, a lot of brothers and sisters work inside in the AC, sitting down on your ass, or you know, you're not active. You got no one to blame but yourself. Oh, the devil's feeding us poison. Yeah, well, that's not an excuse, because there's brothers that ain't morbidly obese. You know, I'm still fat. I got some more weight to lose for sure. But hey, if I could do it, you can do it. You know, again, I was at 235 last year. Around this time, actually, about a year ago, I was 235. I got down to 195. I'm at 200 now, but you know, I get you know, Jake slacked off, but get back into it. You know, doing a little experiment, see if the herbs and those spices really work, and they do. I was taking them every day. Whatever I ate, I would put cayenne pepper, turmeric, all right, black pepper, you know, spices. There's a reason you sweat when you eat something real spicy. Yeah, it's speeding up your metabolism. All right, the hotter, the better. Now, I know not everybody like spicy shit. All right, just use it in moderation. As the scriptures say, all things in moderation. If you don't like spicy shit, just add a little bit of turmeric and some cayenne in there, or what's it, cumin, or not cumin? Yeah, cumin, I believe it is. All right, there's all kind of things. You got jalapenos, you know. Just do the research or look for that old video I did. It was last year. It's called Weight Loss Testimony. You know, get out. The main thing is get out and sweat, exercise, lift weights, and get your stretches, cardio. You know, I don't go to the gym. I just do calisthenics. You know, I'm not trying to become a bodybuilder, but I'm just trying to maintain a strong body. You know, and because man, my body was through when I was 235. Back hurt, knees hurt, and legs going numb, all kind of shit. Now all that shit went away. So just like losing weight and some other things, you know, drinking more water, using electrotherapy. But you know, everybody's gonna be able to do that. But what you can do is get out and walk. If you walk every day, between 45 minutes to and more, I'd say at the minimum 45 minutes to an hour, you'll be surprised at the benefits you're going to start receiving. And if you add that with proper eating, you know, you'll be surprised at how better you'll start to feel. You know, stay away from processed foods, or try to anyway. You know, I get it, but hey, do better. Because at the end of the day, no one's going to take care of your body unless it's you. All right, but and again, also remember, don't trust the devil going to the doctor. Like Apostle Hart said, I remember he said, the only time you should go to the hospital is, man, if you got a broken arm or you need some shit stitched up, you know. But as far as that, yeah, I remember years ago, this is like 2018 maybe, 2018 maybe, I broke my wrist. Shit got swollen as hell, so I did go to the clinic right by my house just to have them x-rays, see what's going on. They say, oh yeah, you need some screws and some metal plates in there to fix it, blah blah blah. Here's a pill, you need to go do this immediately. I said, okay, yeah. And I just bounced out of there. Didn't give them $1 because they can't turn you down. Anyway, you got health insurance. You just go. I didn't even take the ibuprofen. I was like, nah, I'm good. But you know, if you're gonna take ibuprofen, whatever. But I prefer not to. I'd rather thug it out because I don't fuck with them medications this devil makes. Again, there's natural remedies. There's natural pain relievers. Hell, you can use peppermint oil topically, and it'll work like icy hot. I'm sure you've seen the commercials with Shaq. All right, I'm sure in your life you've heard of icy hot. All right, it's hot and cold, right? Well, peppermint oil works the same way, and it'll numb you. Lavender as well, lavender oil. You got CBD oils, you know. But again, you know, just take care of your body, man. Good health and good estate is better than gold, and a strong body better than infinite riches. It's again Sirach 30 and 15. So you know, just take care of yourself. You know, get active. Because Jacob's trouble's coming. The scriptures say, "Be ye as pilgrims on earth." You can't walk a damn mile without being out of breath. What the fuck are you gonna do then? You know. So, you know, just wanted to do that real quick as I'm back on the journey of losing more weight, trying to get down to like 180. So, Lord's will, continue and, you know, be an example. You see you know, I'll be riding bike too. The water to the brother Khanakala. He gave me a nice little speed bike because the bike I had was through. The brakes stopped working on that bitch, but, you know, Apostle Gabar got me onto that, you know, riding the bike. So our elders, they're up in age and they're doing it. I heard Apostle Tahar, I think it was his last camp, Saturday. He said that he walks every other day, something like that. You know, you need to get out there, man. I walk 5 days a week when I walk these guys, you know, and they got to get exercise too, you know. So why not join them? If you got a dog, take them out. If you don't got a dog, go for a nice little nature walk. And it gives you time to meditate. You know, sometimes I do leave my phone at home just so I no distractions. And Lord's will, I'm gonna do another walk and talk tomorrow with the brother Marakab. We're gonna go on a nature walk, couple mile walk. Just go through the spirit. But again, you know, just take care of your body, man. You know, don't put unnecessary stress on it. You know, don't put unnecessary foods, high fruit corn syrup, high fructose corn syrup. Don't put that shit in your body. You know, trust me, you just drink water a couple days. You're not gonna die. Don't eat no food for a couple days. Or if you can, fast for like 3 days straight, complete fast, and do it. If not, just do the water. Trust me, you're gonna see a huge difference. But you know, you should be fasting for sure. I'm not saying you gotta do it every day, obviously, or every week, but just do it. You know, afflict your soul, not just once a year on the Day of Atonement. I mean, that's when you are supposed to do it, but you know, just do it. You know, get them impurities out of you. Let that shit, your body, reset and cleanse you. You're gonna do some cleanses, meditate, stretch. You know, not on some Buddhist monk, you know, Buddhist and you know that, you know, yoga, but Shiva type shit. Which, you know, yoga is not wicked or anything. It's nothing but stretching. You know. So again, just stay active, man. Keep your body limber. You know. And just, so like that, you're gonna be ready when that time comes. But you know, we trust in the Lord. You know, of course. But still, you know, again, I quoted again, the bodily exercise profiteth little, but it does profit. You know, not saying you got to be a bodybuilder or, you know, a track star, you know, but just get some kind of shape and be healthy, you know, eat healthy, think healthy, okay? drink a lot of water. Be drinking no damn soda and juice, unless it's natural juice, organic juice squeezed from the fruit. Then that's cool. But nah. Yeah, water, which is all poison anyway, but hey, water is the best of the worst, you know. And natural organic juices, of course, or you make your own juice, you know, smoothies. But just remember, if you can't even take care of your body, how you gonna take care of the body? You know what I mean? All right, so with that, Lord's will, this is edifying, just a quick little exhortation. Lord's will was edifying. I'll give all praise, glory, and honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who were well. Salutation and much love to the elect of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.